Lights out and away we go. And everyone seems to get a good launch. We are getting a reasonable launch. We were planning on going to about 12, but we hit the wall on the entrance to the second swimming pool on a next lap that we would eventually manage to get through on Carlos Sainz. Chicane. Oh, we've hit the wall and that's punctured our tyre. Hey there guys, it is Maxi Gaming HD, and guess what's back? Checo's Charge to Glory. We are here with episode 7 in Canada. Expect a lot more of these over the Christmas break. So, we're in Canada, a track where Force India should go well at with good straight line speed. And without further ado, here we have the qualifying report. With it being the first low downforce circuit on the Canada, no one knew what to expect when qualifying for the Canadian Grand Prix got underway. It was a bad qualifying for McLaren as Alonso ended up at the back of the grid, whilst Button ended up 14th. The two-man Marushas of Mary and Stevens qualified in 18th and 17th respectively. It was another poor qualifying for Verstappen as he qualified 17th, whilst Sainz qualified in 12th. Nasser endured an average qualifying as he would start 16th, whilst Ericsson set a good performance to qualify in 11th. Lotus endured an average session with Grosjean 15th and Maldonado 13th. It was a very good qualifying for Force India as both cars got into the top 10. Perez qualified in a fantastic 3rd with Hulkenberg 10th. Red Bull endured an average session as Kvyat qualified in 8th with Ricciardo in 9th. The same could be said for Williams as Massa qualified in 6th with Bottas in 7th. Mercedes were quite off as Hamilton could only manage 2nd with Rosberg 5th. It was Kimi Raikkonen who took his first pole since 2008, whilst Vettel would qualify 5th.
It's Sunday afternoon here in Montreal and we're about to find out who's best prepared to take on this 4.3 kilometre track and, of course, the infamous Wall of Champions. In yesterday's post-qualifying press conference, you'd have been hard-pressed to tell from his demeanour alone that Kimi Raikkonen had just beaten everyone to pole. But he had, and that's where he starts from today.
He's definitely going to be difficult to beat today, but anything can happen, so we'll have to keep a close eye on how this unfolds over the course of the race.
Lewis Hamilton described the win last time out as one of the best of his career. With the strength of that Mercedes this season, he has the perfect tool at his disposal to get more race wins.
Well, we all know how good Lewis can be when his mind is in the right place. He can be really hard on himself though when things don't go his way, but when they do, he's pretty much unbeatable.
So, here we are, we're sitting on the grid here in Canada. 3rd on the grid after a penalty for Valtteri Bottas, I believe it was. Our best qualifying of the season so far. So, high expectations for this race. Let's see how this race goes. So, we have the lights in Montreal. Lights out and away we go. And it looks like we've got a reasonable start as we head into the first corner. But we are overwhelmed here by Vettel. I mean, we didn't get the best exit and we almost get taken off there by Felipe Massa as we head into the chicane. But we have the outside line, but Massa is through, so we are down into 5th place. So not the best of starts, but obviously the Ferrari and the Williams are quicker cars than the Force India. So now we're just settling into a rhythm, but seeing if we can get anywhere near the Williams or Felipe Massa. We get the exit from the chicane, and if we are really optimistic, we can have a look down the inside, which we are going to try, but we can't quite get it done. So, and now we are under attack here from Valtteri Bottas, which is not really what we need. We don't want to lose a 3rd position on this first lap. But here we get the exit off the chicane, and now we have the inside going into turn 1. And we are through. But then Massa's able to come straight back under our noses. And he is now back ahead of us. So we're going to really need to dig deep if we want to get this place back. This is a good battle so far. We are going to attempt one up the inside going into the chicane. But Massa once again has it covered. Now on the exit of the chicane. Let's see what we can do. We get down the inside and we are up back into 4th place. So now heading into the final chicane. But we hit the wall. We have damaged our front wing, which is really going to compromise us. So everybody would suggest that we pit. But we're not going to do that. It would completely destroy our race if we did. So we decided it would be better if we stayed out. This caused a massive block up behind. As you can see, there's 3 abreast now going into chicane. Between the 2 Williams and Hulkenberg. But then Massa gets spun by the Red Bull. And he is now gone off the circuit. And it looks like he is going to have to retire from the race. It's a massive train that we were leading that had everyone bar the 2 Manners. So as you can see, the Williams of Valtteri Bottas did get a couple of chances to pass us. This is his first chance trying to get past going into chicane. We're able to cut him off. And now this is going up towards, obviously with less air performance, we won't have the pace, like 3 seconds off our usual pace. He tries to get down our inside, but we're able to defend it. Of course, we are going to lose positions in the pit stops because our pit stop is going to be longer due to the damage to the front wing. So we're into the pits for the first time. We've done a good job to be able to defend 4th place despite the damage to the front wing. Now we actually then have to wait for a few cars as well as wait for the damage to the front wing to be fixed. So we exit behind Grosjean and Sainz Jr., which is not what we need.
5 places behind.
So now here we are behind both Grosjean and Sainz, and we get a much better exit off the chicane. And we are able to get past first Grosjean and then Sainz, which is a good start. Now as you can see, we're right behind Nico Hulkenberg now looking back from the ladder, and we're able to get a better exit off the chicane, and we are through. But then we run wide going into the hairpin, and he's able to go right back under our noses. So now heading down the straights. Let's see what we can do here. And it looks like we have managed to get back ahead of our teammate. He backs out of it. So now we're behind Jenson Button. He still has to stop. And we get past. So now we're getting prepared for our second stop. Seeing if we can do any... Oh no! I thought the game would slow me down. It should have done that! What just happened? We were having a good race. I thought the game would slow me down. It always has done in previous games, and it didn't with this. And because of that, I went straight slamming into the back of Bottas.
It was a brilliant performance. And when you
what
like that,
happened there? That has completely ruined our race. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Expect Austria within like the next few days. Haven't recorded it yet, but I should hopefully be able to get multiple episodes out next week. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in Austria for episode 8 of Checo's Charge to Glory. Goodbye.